Most businesses fail at paid ads. Most businesses don't fail at paid ads because they don't work. Ads 100% always work, okay? Ads do work. And if they're not working, it has to do with a couple issues that we can explain right here. So first of all, before spending money on ads, first you need multiple things, right? You need a clear offer, a very, very specific and clear audience, and a clear step and an action that users can take when they see your ad, right? Ads are very, very good sources of lead generation, okay? This is actually really true that I talked about. You should treat ads like a slot machine, right? Most people turn ads on, they hope for results, they panic when results aren't instant, they just turn it off. That's not how you scale, and that's what most people unfortunately do, right? This is what creates confusion, waste spend. When I was first running ads and I wasn't an expert at running ads, I did this because you would spend $700, $800, $1,000 in a couple of days on ads, and they don't get the exact results you want. That's the problem. People want results too quickly. It's more of a long process. Like, as you get better creatives, as you understand how to post better ads and target the right audience and do those things, that's what's going to help you win, right? So this is how to use ads the right way early on, right? So this is what you should do whenever you're looking at your ads after like a week or 2 weeks, right? So who's clicking your ads? Who's converting? Who's not converting? What message is working? Where are people dropping off? So I'll give you guys a couple examples. So let's say your cost per link click on a low ticket SaaS. So you have a software that's maybe like $50 a month. Typically that cost per link click will be like 50 cents if you're good. If it's bad, it'll be $3 or $4, right? Because it's a low ticket. Low ticket will usually mean you'll get more people who click, okay? Right? So I can have a SaaS and I'll have 35 cents per click because I've made good creatives. But if your creatives are bad, that's going to make your cost per click link high, and it may not even be your landing page's fault. You're just not getting enough people clicking on your page at the cost you're paying. Let's say your cost per link click is really good at 40 cents, but they're not converting. That usually could be because the offer is not clear, the landing page, which more people tend to fall into that, because to make a good creative, I don't think it's that difficult. Like, especially with us, we have a whole editing team who, help the clients out and stuff like that. So it's really not hard to make good creatives, let me be honest. But profit comes after learning. Once you learn it and once you get it once, you're going to keep getting it. I promise you that. This is true too. Many people they don't have an exact targeting strategy when it comes to trying to find clients, right? It's especially it depends on the niche you're in, right? And I've helped business owners in many different niches who are making a lot of money, who are making a ton of money. But people tend to spend weeks tweaking, or even months, tweaking things that don't actually matter as much as they think, right? So interest, demographics, audience. And the number one thing, like I told you, that's the most important thing is the creative. What's the hook? Those are what get people to click. That's the most important thing, especially in ad. Targeting is very important, but in my opinion, from what I've seen, having a good creative is going to basically make the cost per link click really, really low. Okay, that's just the truth. Right? So again, you need to have a very, very strong message here. You need to speak directly to the pain point of your specific audience. Okay? You have a very clear outcome. It needs to be very specific. Okay? Changing too much at one time is bad because of the fact that you don't know what's actually working, what's not working. Once a week, this is the rule of thumb I tell all my clients, and I'm going to tell any more clients that come to me. Don't change too many things at once. One change a week. Okay? Maybe you change the headline on the landing page. Maybe you change the call to action. One time a week. That's all you have to do. Make one simple change a week. Maybe you change the visual. Maybe you want to change the creative. Maybe you want to change the messaging in the creative, the hook, right? But a maximum of one change a week because that'll give you a very clear idea if it works or not, okay? So don't change too much. Don't change the audience. Don't change all these things at the same time. 1 week's all I would recommend, okay? It's going to destroy your data. And in Facebook, it doesn't like when you make quick changes like that either. Just to let you guys know, it doesn't. So this is another important thing. How to create clarity through control. So again, one change at a time. I cannot be more clear about that. It is ultra important, okay? And then I talked about this in so many videos already, but we'll get to it again. You have to have follow-up. So, number one, as soon as a potential prospect hits your call to action, fills out the form, you need to either have a text message or more ideally a VA or an AI agent or something get a hold of them ASAP as soon as they fill out that form. Whether they're highly qualified, which is even better, or if they're not, you need somebody to hop on that phone call right away because that will increase your close rate by 391%. Okay? And this is 100% true. I have this is what I do for a living. Okay? It's very, very, very important. Okay? So that's the first thing. You got to follow up. And it doesn't have to be crazy a follow up, especially, and this is the thing I want to tell you guys too. So at first, when you're trying to get the prospect, okay, any business, you want to respond quickly because you want them to respect you and you want them to, come to you because obviously they're reaching out to a ton of other competitors. Okay, I'll be ultra clear. But once you already have the client, I would say don't blow their phone up because they're busy people, right? And let's say you're a real estate agent. That's a quick example, right? After you get them signing with you, if you better be doing your job and helping the person as much as you can. Obviously, to do good business, you want to do the right thing and help these people. Okay, that's number one. But this is more for lead gen purposes. Okay, that's what I'm trying to talk about, and I want to be ultra clear about that. Bad leads, right? So that's why we need to have a very, very good questionnaire. So every single client that comes in to Go Creative, we need to look at their landing page. We analyze it with our professionals on our team, right? We have to make sure the questionnaire is very, very good and we can filter the bad leads versus the good leads because we don't want to waste too much time on the bad leads. Again, that's one of those things we'll put like an AI chatbot on that can maybe reach out to them every couple of weeks to see. But we don't want to waste time on bad leads. We want to only chase high quality, great converting leads. Focus on the real conversions, right? Speed is what beats perfection, right? So we need the speed, but we need to also perfect and get the leads as high quality and as perfect for your tailored business as possible, okay? So businesses overbuild funnels, pages, automations, right? So we want to make automations. Yes, it's a very difficult thing to create, okay? There's a lot of back-end self-coding, all those sort of things that come into this, that especially like making websites, landing pages, making good ads, right, with AI and our creative team. It's not the easiest thing to do, and that's why we're a professional team. That's why we do this. But many businesses spend too much time on this, and in my opinion, they should spend their time on actually closing the prospects, not the back end marketing stuff. The back end marketing stuff should be left to a team or an individual who understands this at a very, in my opinion, a pretty high level. Okay, so I want to be ultra clear about that too. And in my opinion, be simple, stupid. Make it so simple. Like I'd rather it be in third grade language than be like in very advanced terminology. We want it to be as simple as possible. We want the messaging to be simple so people understand very clearly on what we're doing and how we're going to help them. Okay? So I want to be ultra clear about that too. So simple is the best. The simpler you can make it, the more you're going to win. I promise you that. Don't let your emotions drive ad decisions. People panic when results dip a little bit for a couple days, when leads kind of fluctuate. Maybe you're not closing the prospects you want to close. You just got to keep going, right? Comments are negative, which I can talk about that in another video because sometimes you will get negative comments and it's definitely frustrating, but there are things you can do to fix those. People will say crap to you about your business no matter what. Whether you're doing amazing business or tail business, people are always going to have something to say, and you just got to ignore and just keep pushing and just stay positive. I promise you that it'll work. How true, high efficient, high result operators think about ads, right? So operators who are at a very high level focus on trends, averages, patterns, numbers. No emotions to it. Feelings are not going to help your business scale. It's actual data-driven math number facts, okay? So this is very, very important. And this is the rule that most businesses miss. Paid ads don't fail businesses. Businesses fail from, there's tons of reasons why businesses fail. But when it comes to ads, this is what I'll tell you. First of all, you need to not only be running ads, but you need to have organic content, and we help with that as well. Right, so you need to have an organic content. You need to be posting, I would say, at least a few times a week at a bare minimum. You need to have some sort of brand recognition. If you have brand recognition, it's a lot easier to close prospects, okay? That's number one. Businesses fail because they quit early, they overcomplicate, they get shiny object syndrome, they avoid learning and actually fixing the mistakes logically, and they try to chase shortcuts, and those all can easily turn into failure, right? So I would say just staying consistent with that amount of ads per day, price per day you're paying, stuff like that is going to help you win, right? And here's the final takeaway, which you always have in every single video. Again, this is also very important, so I highly recommend you listen to this part. And obviously, if you stayed this long in the video, you're obviously performing at a very high level, because there's a lot of sauce in this video that you guys can easily take out of this and put straight into your own businesses, again, all for free, right? So paid ads work. It's very simple on why paid ads work. Number one, the offer is very clear. Number two, it's a very simple messaging. It's very simple. People understand very clearly on what the ad is, right? Number three, the system is very consistent. You have the automation system. You have the ad, the landing page, the automation system, the follow-up system, the Calendly or the Google Meets, however you get your meeting businesses scheduled stuff, right? All that's very important. So again, the last thing too, decisions are data-driven, not by just how you feel. Data-driven decisions based off numbers and historical trends from your business, and look at competitors' ads. You can go on the Facebook ad library and look at a ton of other creatives. You can get inspiration from them and use it for your own business, which we also help with at Go Creative AI. So again, the platform works. Ads work. You need to fix your systems, your lead generation systems. That's going to help your processes and your, results, and it's going to help you get more prospects and convert them, right? Very simple. So again, if you guys are interested, click the link down below in the description. We have multiple different ways to help you guys and give you guys a ton of value. So number one, if you're a business owner, you're making $50,000, $100,000 a month, you're making a lot of money, and you're already very, very successful, book a call with us below. We have a whole qualification system, so obviously you have to apply to book a call with us, because we only work with very, very high tier clients, especially at the point we're at now. So I would highly recommend, if you want to book a call with us, do so. Go through the qualifications, see if you're qualified. It'll be very simple questions, obviously. And let's say you're a new business, or you're making maybe like 10, 15 grand a month, and you're a little bit newer. You know you're at the point you're about to scale, but you just feel like you're not quite there, and you still need some sort of assistance. We have a product for you guys, which is freaking amazing. It's a marketing tool, an AI marketing tool. So what it is number one, it makes all the creatives for you in your specific tailored business. Number two, you can post on Meta, Google, and also many other platforms coming very soon, like TikTok, Snapchat, stuff like that, that you wouldn't think are good ad platforms, but they are. All inside one platform at Go Creative AI. So you can make the ads, you can make the video ads, static ads. You could also edit any photos you have, create captions, stuff like that. All in one platform, and also post in one platform. You could also look at your competitors. You can study them using our AI tools, stuff like that. So if you're newer to business, or you've been around, you're like not at the point you want to be at yet, and you're not making over $50,000 a month, we have that option for you guys as well. So we have options for both sides of it, whether you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, or you're not quite there yet and you want to scale. We have both for you. So again, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Take notes from this. It's very, very valuable, and you guys can scale your ads. And if you're not and you want to make more money, click the links below, and I'm sure we can help you guys at a very high level. Thank you.